They're in the first of a back-to-back. The Nets are on the back end of a back-to-back. They won yesterday, beating the Indiana Pacers, and then the news today dropping that Steve Nash.
Kyrie also accused the media of making up that he has powerful influence, but keep this in mind, guys. Kyrie has more than 20 million combined followers on social media.
A season ago in the first round, but it's a franchise that looks like an arrow pointing north right now as Joe Harris misses. DeMar DeRozan off to a good start. They lead at 13-7.
Something you see early on, them trying to get the ball out of KD's hand, doubling every single time he catches it in that mid-post area.
12 of the 15 points, Zach LaVine. It's an 8-0 Chicago run. Here's Royce O'Neal. He's hit the only three for Brooklyn. So right now, an area of concern for the Bulls. And number one is the competition level. It's not a team that looks cohesive, not playing hard, not competing like they want. As DeRozan knocks one down.
The master of the mid-range.
Sumner at the controls. See David Duke Jr. on the wing as well. Durant on the drive. He is fouled. So Durant aggressive last couple of possessions. Then they go Monday in Dallas. 7 of their next 8 games are away from Barclays Center. 10 of their next 12. Sumner lets it fly. Three-pointer no good. And here's DeRozan with a board.
Joe Harris and Seth Curry are going to have to be vital on this team. You see how wide open these shots are coming because of the double and triple teaming of Kevin Durant. You've got to knock down these wide open threes.
At the point for the Bulls. Vucevic down on the block. Claxton on him. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan can't hit it. Kept alive. Bulls working hard on the offensive glass. DeRozan now. Sumner on him. Finds Dragic. And Dragic hits another one.
How good has Dragic been? Blistering hot. The question is going to be, I want to see how they are in January and February.
Legs feeling good right now. They feel like they're in mid-season form as DeMar DeRozan. Nets by 5. 2:43 remaining in the first half. Here is DeRozan. Bulls need to get him going. DeRozan, just his third made field goal.
Mixed in with a little Patty Mills here in the second quarter.
Vote. DeRozan even got a smile as we send it over to Jared Greenberg.
You know, Goran Dragic, I don't know what it is about him, guys, but Reggie, you might remember this. Going back to his Miami days, he's got a history of these face injuries. Got a couple of teeth knocked out.
You're making it more comfortable for me to say here, VA. I think Harlan's just a black cat.
I think that's right. Here's DeRozan, and he's fouled. Count the basket. Speaking of free throws, the Bulls, a very good free throw shooting team. Right now, third to the Ben Simmons part of this story. There's been so much news for the Brooklyn Nets as Claxton gets a feed from Kyrie Irving. Claxton is fouled.
This is a guy that was a perennial all-star at one point. Been taking 6 field goal attempts.
Very few trips to the free throw line as well as Joe Harris comes up with a rebound.
Accountability, in addition to Steve Nash being they mutually part ways, as they phrased it, but he understands, Marks, that some of that has to do with roster construction.
Rejected by Durant. Irving thought about pulling up. Gets it to Durant. DeRozan gets a switch, spins off Claxton. Not a lot of room in there. Look at Durant making plays. Durant on the drive and tripped up. Sean Marks did say it was independent of all the Kyrie Irving DeRozan situation. As DeRozan hobbles now, gets it back from Williams and hits it anyway.
It's okay now, though.
Totally to the fact that he thinks this team this year can win a championship. He did say he wouldn't have made the move he made if he did. To be holding what was deemed as an honest conversation in a players-only loss after Steve Nash called it a disaster of a loss. That's why it led to...
Got a whole bunch of draft picks and started over.
Well, let's just keep in mind, guys, as DeRozan goes up for the shot, that the Nets lost a lot of their what could have been valuable draft capital moving forward.
Dragic running the point. DeRozan guarded by Duke. Little turnaround is true. That is pure as it gets.
And he just goes away from it, and because of that length, can just shoot over any defender.
That's the matchup they want. DeRozan scores over Duke. It's Indiana. Duke lost the handle. Caruso deflected it into the hands of DeRozan. The Bulls running. Caruso kicks it. Three-pointer on its way. And DeSumo stacking up some big numbers. He's got 30 now. DeRozan spins off Irving. Air ball. Good defense by Kyrie Irving. That's a borderline Shackton moment right there. DeRozan. Oh, Watanabe! That's how you do it. He's still asking for a foul on the other end. 5 left in the third quarter. DeRozan. Watanabe right with him. Makes it a tough shot. Oh, and DeRozan. It's a tough bucket over Yuta Watanabe. First points of the quarter for Durant. DeRozan. Claxton clears it away in crunch time. And under a minute to go, the Bulls will chew up as much time as they can. DeRozan all the way in, and the foul by Vucevic.